Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie. We're in my sewing room and I'm excited to share with you a fun video all about free sewing patterns. So if you like to sew and you like to save money, stay tuned. I got you. This is going to be fun. The host of this challenge is Ruan from the Yorkshire Girl and Sam from Frugalisima, and it's all about finding free patterns. This is, I think, my fourth year to share, and so I'll link my past videos so you can see the free patterns I found in the past. But it has turned me on to free patterns, and I absolutely, some of my very favorites are free patterns. I'm going to share that in a minute, but first you can go on YouTube, you could go on Instagram and type this hashtag, and you can see other YouTubers that are sharing the free patterns that they found. You can see some of the people that are participating in the challenge, because you don't have to have a YouTube channel to participate. So Sam and Ruan have found a bunch of people to donate prizes. You heard that right. You could win stuff, lots. And there's a list of all kinds of prizes if you just do the hashtag. Oh my goodness, there's so many, there's so many options out there. And I want to start with just patterns, and then maybe I'll try to match some of those up with some of my fabric. So I'm going to name just a few patterns that I absolutely love, and some that are kind of new to me that I'd like to try, and I'm going to put a link to each one in my description box, so that's the key to where you're going to find all this information. This is the Fit and Flare. I'm going to put up a picture, and it's a free pattern that I have made ever since the Frugal Sews video. I've made that over and over. I recently just made it. I love this pattern, complete directions, and she has a whole video walking you through how to make it. This pattern is great. Before I show you new patterns, can I show you another favorite that I have tried and oh my gosh, I just love this pattern. I'm wearing it. This is called the Sinclair Harper. So the Harper Cardigan by Sinclair Patterns, absolutely free. My favorite cardigan. I have patterns I've paid for, but this is my absolute favorite. It's just so comfy. It's got a band. It's got a real, oh my gosh, it has all kinds of different lengths, go from duster to long to short. Now this one I mentioned last year, and I wanted to make it, but I didn't. And so I'm going to share it again because it's on my to-do list. I've already printed the pattern, which I probably don't think I even needed to print it because it's just a big square. But it's the Billie wearable blanket. Now this to me is the ultimate in a swimsuit cover-up, especially if it's chilly and you just want to warm up right after getting out of the pool or the lake or the river, whatever you're swimming in. I want this jacket. And what held me up on this last year is I wanted the same fabric. I love this picture. I'm letting go of that. I'm just going to find fabric that works. It takes a lot of fabric. Obviously, it's a wearable blanket. I'm kind of thinking of looking at blankets, for spring and see what I can find. So again, I'm repeating myself, but I have to because that is something I really want to make. Okay, so let's move on to some of the new stuff. The Orchard Top and Dresses by Helens Closet. Now, here's where my theme is coming in for this video. I want to suggest an idea to you. If you have bought any indie patterns, that means indie meaning not Simplicity, New Look, Butterick, McCall's, Vogue. If you've bought an indie pattern, why not take a peek and see if they have anything for free? Because you already know you like the pattern, especially if you like the pattern you purchased. If you like the pattern, why not look and see if that pattern maker has anything free? Because they do, lots of them. So this is by Helens Closet, and I have made at least one thing from her patterns, but I wanted to see, so I went to Helens Closet to see if she had anything for free, and she had this great dress. This would just be a great summer shift for just being out like in the garden or taking a walk or just running around or just a house dress. This is a great dress, and you can make it as a tee or a dress. So I'm going to recommend that. I have not downloaded it yet, but it just looks great, and it has a wide size range. Now this is a trick that I want to share. If you see a free pattern, there's a couple of things you want to look for to make sure it's free. Number one, did you have to do anything or buy anything to get it? Because that to me is not really free. Although if it's something I'm going to buy anyways, to get something free is good. But if I have to buy something I didn't plan to buy to get the pattern free, I don't think it's free. Also, if it only comes in one size and it's not my size. I've had that happen. So check a couple of things before you pick your free pattern. But this one looks good. I haven't downloaded it, so I can't swear to it, but it looks like a good size range, and it has pockets, so I'm sold. All right, my next one is a brand new pattern by Hazel Hen, and it's a Malva Tee, and it says 0 to 24 in the US, and Euro is 32 to 56, so wide range, and it's a basic tee. And it looks to me like it's a little generous in the waist, which I look for in a t-shirt. I don't want them to be tiny in the waist because I'm not. So this I haven't tried, but a good t-shirt pattern is a must to have in your pattern collection. So if you don't have one that you like, maybe you want to try this brand new release. This just came out a few days ago. So the Malva Tee. I haven't downloaded it yet, but it just looks great. So I'm going to be checking out all of her patterns. And I think there might be a sew along video too. So this is one that I came across, and I went to this, this kept showing up in my Instagram feed, and it's called Swim Style Patterns. And it said it had a free pattern. And you had to buy something to get it. I'm not against that, and let me tell you why. If you've ever put in the work to make a pattern, you'll find out it's a lot of work, and it can cost you a lot of money too. Because I have made a pattern, my hoodie hugs, and I sell that for $5 on Etsy, and it's my all-time favorite pattern because I made it just the way I like things, casual and cute. But you know, I had to pay somebody to lay out the pattern and do all the grading, all the sizes, and there was quite a bit of back and forth, and you know, I have to pay Etsy to host it, so it's not free to me to give to anybody. So you know, just selling it for $5, I'm just really not even netting anything. It's just to get it out there. I needed to host it somewhere that could take care of it. So when you look at these people asking for something in return for their free pattern, I'm so not against that. They deserve it. They put in all this time and effort. It could be months of work to make one pattern to fruition. But this particular one I just love, and I'd like to get this pattern, but you have to buy 2 patterns to get the free dress. But I want the free dress. I'm gonna go look at their patterns. I might buy a couple just to get that dress. I think it's super cute. It's the, what is this called? Ellery Dress. So I'm not going to include that in my free patterns, but it's kind of just like when you're looking at free patterns, make sure that you don't have to do anything. Now to me, if the only thing I have to do is sign up for an email newsletter list, I still think that's free because I didn't have to spend any money. All I had to do is give them my email address. And hint, I have an email address set aside just for stuff like that. It's not my main one. It's for all my free newsletters and stuff. And it's a Yahoo that I can go and just peruse all the stuff I've signed up for. And it's not messing with my emails from friends and family. So I don't know if you do that, but I just want to mention, if you're new to my channel, there's a couple of things I would love to share with you. One is I have playlists of all kinds of different things to do with sewing and my glammed up camper. So you can go take a look if you're interested and see if there's something fun there that you might want to watch. And I'm here every Friday. So come back and we'll visit. It's a chatty video about sewing and whatever, life, whatever. So if you like that, get your cup of coffee, cup of tea, and come back on Fridays and visit with me. I love that. So just putting it out there if you're new to my channel. Now this one was interesting and I almost didn't include it, and it's by Tilly and the Buttons, and it wasn't a free dress or a free talk, it was free add-ons, and I almost skipped it, and then I was thinking, wait, I want that. So I went back to it and I'm like, well, I'm going to save that for me. So I think I'll share it with you too. This is a cute collar. Sometimes, you know, things are just plain and you want to jazz it up a little. This is a really cute collar, free PDF pattern to add on to something else. And I'm not sure how that works, but I'm going to download it and find out. Now there were a bunch. I'm only going to show you the 2 that I liked. 3. This is a cuff. You know, if you wanted to change something into a cuff, here's the instructions on how to do it. I'm not sure. I don't really wear stuff like super formal like that, structured like that. But this one, I totally want. It's a little ruffle for a t-shirt. And I was thinking my t-shirts, I love wearing t-shirts. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now underneath my cardi. And I love to jazz them up. So I was thinking some of these little add-ons might be fun. And there's a lot of add-ons for pockets. So check your favorite pattern company and see if they give away a free little belt or some kind of pocket doodads and add-ons that you could do to the patterns that you have. So that was kind of fun. So my theme is, if you have any kind of favorite pattern designers, go to their website, look for their search, and type in the word free. and see what they have, because they might have something free that you are really going to love. It could be a free purse, a free hat, a free add-on, a belt. It could be a whole dress. On that note, I'm going to show my favorite. Da-da-da-da-da-da, drum roll. This is my favorite that I think I'm going to make. I can't, don't hold me to this, because I still want to go watch other people's videos. Check out the hashtag and check out the Instagram, and you're going to see so many choices that I reserve the right to change my mind if somebody puts up something that I have to have. But this is the one I really want to make. It's called by Sinclair Patterns, the same as my cardi, and it's called the Valley Knit Skater Dress. This looks like a dress that would look good on a lot of different body shapes. I'm just not sure it's going to look good on mine. I'm an apple body, and that means that I'm larger in the shoulders, bust, and stomach, and less in the hips and legs. So this dress hides hips and legs and shows off everything else quite fitted. However, I've found that if things are loose up here and it just kind of goes all the way down, those are not good for my body, because it hides that I will go narrow at my hips. So I'm really anxious to try this one because it's fitted right here, and that's something I look for to kind of give me some shape, because I don't have shape. I'm straight up and down. For my hoodie hugs, I did a test to see if people were apple body shape, and a bunch of people sent me their measurements. And what I will tell you, I'm kind of in another subject, but I'll just tell you this briefly, is the average pattern, like Indie Patterns, Simplicity, Vogue, they all have about 10 inches between the bust and the waist and back out to the hips. Now, we have an average of 3 inches in. So the bust less 3 to the waist and out 3 to the hips. So it's like very straight, very straight. So I look for a little bit of a fit right here to kind of just give me some shape. And I'm really anxious to try this dress. Now let's talk about some fabrics for this, okay? I'm gonna pull a few. I'm back. Okay, so let's check out what we're looking for here. Okay, here's what it says. It says light to medium weight knit fabric with at least 50% horizontal and 20% vertical stretch. Do you know how to check that? I'm going to show you real quick. This is a handy little stretch ruler that I bought from stitchbuzz.com, but I think they have a paper version on their blog, so you can just print it and use it. But if you like using it, you might want a permanent one. So this basically, the idea, and you can see this if you Google how to measure stretch in fabric, is that you take it to a certain point. This one is 5 inches, and you hold it at the base and you grab it at the 5 inches and you pull, and where it lands will tell you the percent of stretch. So what we're looking for here is 50% horizontal and 20% vertical. I don't even know what horizontal and vertical is. So I'm just going to check these. Now I'm going to do it with 1 layer of fabric. So this is a double brushed poly that I bought online, and I will look it up and put a link to in the description box where I've got this fabric, because I don't remember. Wait, I made a tag. This is from Olga's Closet. Love that fabric store, online fabric store. All right, here we go. This is 0, holding it there, grabbing it at 5. It goes off the scale, so more than 100% in that direction. This is called 4-way stretch. It stretches all ways. So let's try it the other direction. I'm going to hold it at 0, and we'll go to 5. And it goes to about 60%. So I'm way beyond what it wants here. 50, 20, 50, 20, I'm way beyond that. This fabric would be great. And I have been wanting to use this fabric. It's one of those too good to cut fabrics. I love this so much, I haven't used it. Does that just seem wrong that I love something too much to use? But that's how I feel about that. That's a really great. Now this one's a little lighter weight, but also a double brush poly, also something I purchased, I believe, online. And I don't have a tag. See, I have good intentions. I have a video on organizing my fabric if you look at my playlist. Okay, this was cut really wonky. All right, we're starting at 0. This one goes to about 90, and let's see, 60. So that totally qualifies for the 50-20 rule. And this one is from Joanne. I love Joanne's knits. They don't call it double brush poly, but it is. It's just so soft. And isn't this pretty? This would be a beautiful in that dress. So I just have to pick one of these. All right, let's see where we are. 0, 5. This goes to 60, so it's not as stretchy. And this direction we're gonna go, oh yeah, way off the chart. So where it said it needed to be 20, it's 60, and where it said it needed to be 50, it's over 100. So this is super stretchy, and this will work. So that's where my head is so far as my stash goes. And I really don't think, I'm looking up there kind of behind you. If you haven't seen the layout to my sewing room, I have, I think, a whole playlist on my sewing room. But I don't know, I kind of feel like this one for the test, and then one of these two, or maybe all three. I'm a repeater. So if I really like a pattern, I will make it over and over and over, because every time I make it, it gets easier. So if you like to see that kind of thing, come back every Friday. I'll be here and we'll talk about what I made. Pretty much make something each week, if not on the way to making something each week. So I love the idea of you coming back to see me. And I love the idea of sewing frugally and having some free patterns. I'm happy to pay because I really want to support independent people that are creative and coming up with ideas. But hey, if you're going to give me something free, I'm going to try that too. So here's what I suggest. If you haven't already, just go on YouTube and start looking at some of these channels. I do believe that you'll look for the hashtag, and that's the easy way. If not, go on Instagram and follow Sam and follow Ruan, because they'll be posting them every single day. So go look and just follow every day. Go look at those 2 videos. Quick and easy, free patterns. That's what I'll be doing. So go watch my partner for today, Wandering Bobbin, and watch how she's got inspiration to create a travel wardrobe with free, oh my gosh, I have to see this. She's got inspiration for creating a travel wardrobe with free sewing patterns. So go watch that video. I'll link it in my description, and have a lovely day. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my channel. I appreciate it so much. Bye now.